Hello, welcome to the podcast Coffee Business in the Middle East. And now we are in World of Coffee, Dubai 2025. Thank you, Bogdan, for coming, being my guest.
Thank you for having me.
Very honored. Yes, so Bogdan Prunila is a managing director of Coffee Crown Muscat International Company, which is actually was based in Muscat, and now it has a branch in Abu Dhabi. So we're going to talk about key aspects about managing the company internationally. So let's start. And can you please share the story of the company, please? How come you started this company? As I know, this is huge company and key leader in Oman. Is it true? And please.
Well, we like to think the same, that we are market leaders. There are good players over there. Oman is let's say a smaller market than UAE. There is a few players, but we consider ourselves let's say providing 360-degree solution for everything, from roasting machine, from service equipment, coffee beans, private label. So market it growed since I came in 2011. So the company started in 2007. Wow. In Oman, Abdul Nasser and Khaled. Khaled is from UAE, Abdul Nasser is from Oman, so is let's say uncle and nephew. So it's a family, let's say, driven company. And in 2011, they needed support. So through, let's say, chain of people, we managed to meet. I came in Oman in October. I still remember the day. It's first time when I landed in Middle East. And we had a discussion. It was a very straightforward, transparent discussion. There was a lot of problems in the company, of course. That's why I joined. And then what was the solutions and what tools I needed to move forward. So together with them, we managed, they had faith in me, and I really have to thank them for that. We managed to reach step by step, let's say, reinvesting all the profits of the company in growing bigger, better, bringing more people. Consider that we have 13 technicians on the service after-sales support. We have a very good team over there, around 25 people. So it's not easy to find the right people because you need passionate people and you need to keep them motivated and to consider them as your family.
Wow, it's been years. So actually when you moved to Oman, you started with CMI and you're still in this company. That's
yes.
Very loyal, in which actually represent the successful of the business. And can you tell me please, like the key aspect for you as a managing director, you're running a company actually. So what are you focused on? Like what is your, not like day-to-day routine, but business-wise?
Business-wise is to have around you people who are passionate, and you can learn from them. So I want to learn from my people, and I love that. I'm always open to learn more. That's why coffee industry is so beautiful, because there is a new day, there is a new thing, there is a new challenge, there is something new that you have to you have to solve it, and that's the key. People which you work, staff, what you have. And then, of course, the partners, to who you partner with in the industry. Suppliers, but also clients at the same time.
So CMI, basically, how would you say it? It's more equipment and tools, also a roastery, or like it's everything? As you told, it's very nice description of your company, 360 degree, like which means like you have everything.
So yeah, we do everything exactly. So we were in the beginning partnered with Coffee Planet distributor we are Coffee Planet distributor in Oman in 2007. The guys, they started with a petrol station, self-service, and it was beautiful. And at a certain point it didn't work, so we need to redirect to even office solution, and then we coffee shops. And then we said at a certain point, we need to do something aside having, let's say, Coffee Planet brand. And we started roasting our own coffee because there were clients who have different needs. So we could provide them, let's say, complete solution. They wanted machines, but they want this particular coffee. So we were just matching the profiles and do private labels for them. We are happy to do that.
Yeah, which means you're more flexible.
Flexible.
Yeah,
Flexibility
which means
is very
you attract
important.
more clients, actually.
Yes, flexibility is very important. So providing from, let's say, installation of the machine, good price on the equipment, installation of the machine, training for their baristas. So we have education center in Oman and in UAE, in Abu Dhabi as well. So it's very important to give A to Z, so clients are comfortable. And of course, in time, for us, the best marketing is not social media and these kind of things. For us, is word of mouth. This is how we gain more and more clients. You know, there are partners of ours who have, let's say, friends or other relatives that they want to open a coffee shop, and they say, I want to open a coffee shop. Go to CMI. Because they will provide from A to Z and they will not disappoint you. So whatever we promise, we deliver. If something happens in the middle, we are always transparent and we'll say, look, this is what happened. We had an issue. There is so many things involved in this supply chain, from manufacturers to logistic companies and this one. And we call straight away the clients and we say, this is our problem. This is what we are facing, but we have this solution for you. If it helps, let us know. So problems will always be there. Everybody has problems.
Absolutely, yes.
Important is how you tackle them. First of all, not to put the blame on somebody. Is finding the solution and then find the solution not to happen again. That's it. This is how it has to go forward. And this is how I teach. Let's say I teach. I explain to our people, our staff, our guys, that is important first to find the solution. If you have a problem on the coffee machine, fix it. Then let's see what caused the problem.
Wow, that's very smart. Actually, you holding operation, which is like the most important thing. What I experience here in Middle East, there are lots of companies.
Yes.
We have to admit there are lots of competition. But how to make your company to be successful? Because you can easily open up a coffee shop. You can easily sell anything. But the issue is with proper management, isn't it? So
Yes.
how, like, what is the most important thing you need to, in terms of operation, like how to manage this, like how you need to make a strategy for this?
Well, I will tell you one thing important. As I said, the key is to have the right people, and then give them your ideas. Let them share the ideas with you. I always said, look, I might have 1,000 ideas. And 999 from that 1,000 might be stupid. But that one idea worth the full 1,000 ideas. So a smart idea will come from many bunch of ideas which are not good. So it's good to be creative, add, make it, say it, and develop it with your team. We have very good conversation every day with our team. Look, I saw this and we can do this. So always it's good to bring something. It doesn't have to be something new, but to do something for the end user, which might benefit the end user, which is the client. If you make the client happy, you're gonna gain another 10 clients happy. And those 10 clients is like a multi-level marketing. Word of mouth is multi-level marketing.
Yeah, the image itself, of course, it's by word of mouth. And how you create your image, how trustworthy you are, it's super important. Because again, everyone can sell anything.
Yes.
But how trustworthy you are, how supportive you are, I think it's like motto of your company. Do you have like any blueprint of your company, tone of voice, like standards, how strict you are with rules and regulation in your company?
Well, you should have protocols. And first of all, I create my own protocols for me.
Yeah.
And usually I'm the first one in the office. Not always leaving the last one, but I'm first one in the office. I have that 1 hour of peace with no people, so I can put the lines, what I want, what I have to do that day. Plus I can answer emails. Is the most productive hour of the day for me. From 8 to 9, for me, is the most productive hour of the day. And when that hour, sometimes you have an appointment here, you have to go there. It happens very rarely, but when it happens, I feel that that day is lost. So that first hour is very important and very critical because that is organizing my full day. I don't organize it in the evening because I can't. I just put in my mind what I have to do next day. But next day I'm organizing because you're more fresh and you have more, you have a clear mind, so you can organize the things much better. Then you have to pass it to your team. Important rules for technicians, important rules. So there are protocols for the roast master, there are protocols for the salespeople. We have targets in terms of, okay, what is our target? We have targets clients. I need this client to be with us, even though doesn't have a huge consumption of coffee, even it doesn't buy too many things, but I think is a key partner to have a better things forward. You know, so. Rules are there, protocols are there, and then there is flexibility to adapt to a business type, to a coffee shop. They want this, but they don't want that. So, no, we are doing only this. There is no such thing. You have to be very flexible, super flexible. Sometimes with the payment, sometimes with the delivery, sometimes they want tomorrow. So maybe some clients, they have a bad forecasting how they open their coffee shops and they need tomorrow. And they need a specific machine and they don't have it. You have to give them support. You have to be there 100% for them. And rules and protocols, that's very simple. And keep your place clean. You finish something, clean, and then move forward.
Nice. You seem very organized person and there are lots of insights. I hope it will be helpful for our listeners. I want to ask about Omani market specifically because you spent quite time there.
Like 12 years.
12 years, yeah, of course, definitely. There are improvements. We know the market is growing everywhere. Any specific trends you see in Oman right now?
I remember the first espresso machine in 2012, 13, when we got the first espresso machine, a Simonelli dual boiler machine, and we started to explain to people, to clients, that it's good to move from a fully automatic to an espresso machine. And it took me like 2-3 hours to a client to explain, and still he was not convinced to put in his coffee shop espresso machine. And I'm looking back 2 years, like 5 years back, 6 years back. Then the client enters in our showroom and said, I want a dual boiler machine, this kind of machine, 2-group, gravimetric or volumetric. So they have already the knowledge. So how the market grow? I think we had, let's say, we helped the market to educate. Of course, social media and the internet helped a lot the people to self-educate on this. But we've been part with other, let's say, coffee companies in Oman to educate people that there is a better coffee out there, there is a better equipment out there, and the market then started to grow a lot. A lot. In the last 5 years, there was a huge boom. Now it's getting steady. It's getting there, like all Middle East, I would say. We are reaching to that level that the growth is not so big, but it's consistent. I mean, it's as bigger the number, the smaller the percentage. You know, it's a clear rule. But market is growing really good and healthy. So the market is healthy. There is different categories who wants coffee for volumes, who wants coffee for like super specialty coffee, and there are coffee shops who want a good report on price and
so which means like there is diversity.
There is diversity,
and
of course.
For every product you can find clients, and
absolutely.
There is no like no, you need to only buy this and that's it.
Yeah, no, you have to have all the colors over there. So you have to have all the palette of all the taste, all the types of coffees, from bright acidic coffee to super classic chocolatey coffees.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would say like most of the coffee shop, they have 1 or 2 grinders at least. So they have same like in, let's say, UAE market. But some of them, they start to move towards 3 grinders, 4 grinders to have a good variety of coffees.
Who is managing CMI in Muscat right now? If you moved to
We have, honestly, I was working for together with Abdul Nasser for 10, 11 years, and I'm really proud of him that he managed to keep it there. Valentin also is there, which together with Abdul Nasser, they are doing a good team. Valentin has a good experience in the hotel. He knows the backside of the hotels industry, and also he has a good relation in coffee shops. But Abdul Nasser, there is sometimes the language barrier, and Abdul Nasser is very good to explain to local partners much better. He managed to convert from English to Arabic in such way that it's much easier to understand for them. And he created, honestly, he managed to reach at that level because in the beginning he wanted to be in the back, to be seen. But now everybody knows him, everybody appreciates him because he's a very straight and honest person.
Wow. So we can see that Oman is growing steadily, it's what I understand, and about the Middle East, it's interesting. So do you work with any other countries in the Middle East? Besides UAE, we'll speak about later on.
We have plans. Our idea is to be closer to the client, to the end user. So we have demand on other countries in Middle East. We had inquiries why you don't move here because we really love your services over here. So that's a good sign for us. Even when we moved in UAE, we were not let's say we were positive that things will move forward and will do a good thing because we already had the feedback from the first World of Coffee. We were only in Oman at that point. Once we had the exhibition, it was a good touch with the local clients, and that gave us the final boost of really opening the Abu Dhabi Roastery and showroom. So yes, the same thing we have now for other countries. We have plans to move forward, but I still feel I need to focus a little bit here. Because we invested a lot of money over here and was not with any support from any bank. So it was from everything what we managed to do in Oman, we moved here. So we don't use banks, let's say. You have to at certain point, but financial support, we want to keep it as a last worst case scenario, let's say. So in Saudi probably is the next move because it's the biggest market. Clearly, this is where we have a lot of people asking to be there. We have plans. We are looking already. We are targeting some places. And let's hope it will happen soon.
Nice, yes. All the best, of course.
Thank you.
Speaking of entering the market of UAE, is there any story like you reached some level that okay, halas, we want to move to another country, or it was like initial plan from CMI to move to UAE then to another countries?
We said let's move in Abu Dhabi, let's move to UAE, and then we'll see what's happening. Let's see if then we can just somehow copy paste the idea, what we have, the way we work, the way we plan, the way we want to operate. The first year was really a struggle. I mean, as any new company, when you open, you go on new space, you need to do contractors, delays. There is so many challenges, paperwork. You don't have this document. So until we really open, so our company documents are from February 23. The first operation, let's say, we started to really start to do some sales in 2024, February, April.
Oh, it took you a year of just bureaucracy.
Just to, yes, and I moved in Abu Dhabi in July 2023. We still didn't have the approval from electricity, so I was alone in the company. So I was there. I installed the roaster. So I did the installation of the roaster, the packing machine, and everything. So. It's good memories, it's good challenges. I've been there, I've done that before. So for me, I knew that you just have to have patience, plan well get the right people on board, and I'm happy that I managed to do that. And then plan the future. Important. The first steps were really, really important. We managed to reach at that point that we can say yes, we are healthy and we are growing well. I didn't put a target. I did put a target that I don't want to go above this. So we want to roast more coffee for sure. Already we are looking for a bigger facility. So we are planning, hopefully, not more than a year to move in a new place with better storage also for green. Let's say a bigger roaster, but not too big. But we want to limit it to something that can keep ourselves in the specialty coffee. It means like if you reach a certain amount, you feel like you're just roasting coffee, which is another type of business, and we don't want to go there. There are some other sharks there which are playing very well, and they are playing very good, and all my respect to them, because I really appreciate everybody who is doing this business, because it's very challenging, and everybody has his own challenges, and everybody, some of them, they managed to do a very good job in that case. So we plan to grow a little bit, and then we have to be flexible, ready to move in another country, or we are happy to settle here and keep our focus in these two countries. We can. We are still looking at definitely at Saudi market, how is going, what is going, what is missing. So the analytics we are doing. We don't want to wait too long, but not to step in too early also.
Yeah, I see. Wow, that's interesting. Speaking of Abu Dhabi branch, so you have a roasting facility, you have a green bean storage as well?
Yeah, because we need to have for our own, but we don't sell green beans. Usually we prefer to focus on sourcing our own coffee for us. Let's say like 60-70% of our production is directly with farmers. We are still looking at one or two regions to have it there directly, and then everything else is like spot purchase from, let's say, traders which are here, warehouses which are in the area for certain needs of the clients, because some of them I really want to have that origin and with this kind of flavor notes and so on. So then we'll source the coffee, we'll just display it, we'll do a testing and say, do you like any of this? Yeah, I like this one. So then we start to work together. So we want to have that flexibility for the clients, because they want that. It's their need. This is what they feel it works for them. So we have roastery, warehouse, equipment, workshop. We already have 5-6 technicians in Abu Dhabi. Hopefully until end of the year we'll reach to 10 technicians. So my plan by next year to have 15 to 20 technicians, but we want to build technician in-house somehow. So we bring 4 or 5 experience. So I always called Muscat our nursery for technician. So we are bringing some good experienced technician from Muscat, and we are bringing some of them from the local market. We blend them together, so some of them they have some know-how about the local market,
so
and
technical support is on demand.
Well, technical support is very important. So you need to have technicians. You see the distances are very big to reach to a place. Sometimes one technician it go to one place and the full day is gone, because he has to go Fujairah, or he has to go somewhere in the desert, or maybe somewhere, and the full day is gone. So. The logistics are crazy. So you spend a lot of time on the road. So sometimes people ask, why is so expensive the service? The guy has to reach there to you.
But you're doing it fast.
Yes.
And it's reliable, right?
Yeah, well, it should be, like you said, almost on demand. Is not, I would say, like not always happen that immediately the technician goes there, but we plan, our target is always within 2 hours to reply to any complaint. 1 hour Abu Dhabi, 1 or 2 hours Abu Dhabi, and 3-4 hours Dubai. And as you go forward, depends on the, sometimes there is traffic jam and stuff. So there is some challenges also on the moving people. But yeah, technical is the most important, are our key element to move forward. And related to that are spare parts.
May I ask, how would you describe a company in Muscat and in Abu Dhabi? For instance, like 60% is green roasted beans, 20% is technical support, and 10% of equipment.
Okay, so I would say like is 60% equipment supply
In Muscat.
in Muscat. 30% will be beans and 10% service, let's say, in terms of service. It might be probably, I didn't do the analytics for the last year yet. I'll get the numbers, but it might be this year it will be 50% equipment, 30% beans, and 20% on the service. So we grow on the service side. But let's say most of the service to our clients is service charges are some of them are zero because they are our clients in the coffee bean. So we provide free service to our clients, or almost zero. Depends on the volumes. Depends. There is different type of contracts. Yeah.
Yeah. And about Abu Dhabi now.
Abu Dhabi is like 70-30. Like 70 equipment, 25 I would say coffee, and 5% in the service. We already face we have like 3 or 4 workstations, and what surprised us within this let's say winter was the rentals. It's just crazy. If I had 30 machines to rent, I think I could rent 30 machines and I will never have one machine in the warehouse. Is unbelievable, these spot events and just 2-3 days, some of them 1 month, some of them 3 days, but it's Oman, there are rentals, but here is just crazy. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Makes sense. So very expensive to running business. Did you change your approach of running the business in UAE rather than what you did
Absolutely.
in Oman?
So each market has its own way of approach. So I came here with the same approach as I had in Oman, but I had to adapt it. You have to adapt it. If you keep the same strategy, it might not work, or it will work at half potential. So you have to adapt a little bit to reach at maximum potential and to let's say to maximize the profits, right?
Yeah.
So you need to adapt. There is you need to have much bigger stocks. That's the biggest still is the biggest challenge for us to keep stocks. Goods are reaching and going out, and then you increase, and then once it's reaching again is going out. Is just and then you keep stock of 3 group machine, and 3 months is not moving, and after that somebody needs 5 machines of those. So there is never a consistent demand on certain types. There are so many types of machines, so many types of grinders, so many options there, that is impossible to keep all of them. This white color and black color and also stainless steel or the other color is super challenging. So you need to, first of all, always we approach the clients by let them say what they need. Some of them, they come, I need this particular machine with 3 groups. And we say, really, do you think you have that big volume? Do you have peak hours when you do like 150 cups per hour? Or no, but then why you don't take 2 groups so you save money? So we never do upsell. This is another thing which really is important for here in Oman. Oman was the same thing. There was a funny story with a client who came. He wanted a 2 group machine at home, and I was fighting in a good way with him. I said, look, I don't want to sell to you this 2 group machine. I don't want to. And he called Abdul Nasser. He said, look, Bogdan doesn't want to sell me this machine. He said, look, you listen to Bogdan, because he's what he's telling. I said to him, you're keeping a monster sleeping in your house, and you'll have more problems with that machine because he's not doing what he has to do. It's like having a Formula 1 car and you drive with 10 kilometers per hour. It doesn't work. Yeah. So we always want to recommend what we, from our experience, based on their story, what they want to build, what they want to do, where they want to do, we give them our advice. 1, 2, 3. This is your option. And we say, additional to that, you have 1, 2, and 3. One, probably more expensive, and two, more with lower price. And my recommendation always is with a lower price. We don't want to do upsell. We want to make the client happy. When you make the client happy, if you could do an upsell with, I don't know, 20,000 dirhams more, but if you make a client happy with 20,000 dirhams less, he might bring you another 10 clients, which you gain more than that 20,000 what you did upsell. So that is always our mentality. And this is how I teach everybody and I train everybody. When you do a sell, give 2 or 3 recommendations. This is your option, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the only way you can make some of the clients understand. Some of them, they already know from beginning. You try to give him, you see there is no way. He wants that, and that's it. Please, this is it.
Great. So all sounds amazing and smooth, but we need to ask again about the challenges. So what is the, maybe you can share some stories within the operation years in Muscat, what happened, like maybe some disaster, or you were like, you made a mistake. That I want to show people that everyone make mistakes, and it's life of entrepreneurs, life of managing business. So any stories?
Mistakes we do every day. We need to be aware of that. But there are some major and some minor. So in our case, let's say the biggest mistake what I've done, let's say in Muscat, especially in the beginning, let's say by mistake I ordered a different machine for a client, and then I had to just tell to the client, look, this was my mistake. You ordered a 3 group or a 2 group, and the machine came as a 3 group. So let's see what is the solution, what I can offer. So mistakes, other type of mistakes, I don't feel like we've done. Daily routine is there. So if there is protocols, daily routine, you give tasks to everybody. Other people, they give tasks to you, because also I like to have tasks from our people. Look, I need Bogdan to solve me this problem. I need to find me a solution. Look, I have this problem. What is the problem? The client, he needs yesterday this machine, and we don't have it, but he needs only that machine. So then you, luckily, I know so many people around, so you work together. You do have to do collaborations. We always open to, especially in Oman, but also here. People, they know me that I'm open to collaboration with anyone. Anytime somebody needs something from me, we'll help. In Oman, we work with roasteries together. So in the beginning, our guys were saying, but they are your competitors. Look, if they manage to change our beans to their beans, that means they made it in one way or the other, but at least he's your partner in equipment. He's still your partner. So if he managed to do that, because this we will try also to grab other clients. So it's a natural thing. So you have to move forward and keep it separate. Yeah. It's important to manage to keep everybody as a partner. So probably in the beginning that was the mistake what we have done, that we were holding grudge against somebody that he take our client in the coffee, and at a certain point I said, in this case, in this way we are going to lose, so we have to change that strategy. I will go and I will congratulate that roastery that he took our client, and I'll say, how can I support you? So always, and some of them, they were really surprised. They said, what's wrong with you? I said, look, there's nothing wrong. I know that we can partner for a long term together. At the end of the day, this market is open for everybody, and clients have the right to choose their coffee.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. You're in one industry.
Yes,
yeah?
Exactly.
You never know, maybe they will ask you something in future, and you will ask them in future. Yeah. So,
absolutely.
So you do believe that better to be like diplomatic and polite, and in terms of doing business, healthy business with everyone.
True.
It's better than to hide secrets, because otherwise market will stagnate.
Yeah, true,
yeah.
True, true.
Sure. And to sum up our episode, what would be your advice for coffee consumer?
For the end user who wants to buy a coffee,
yes.
to have a... I'll start with I'll tell you like a lot of clients come to our showroom and we always give free coffee. So even even in Muscat, even in Saudi, they're coming. Do you sell coffee? We don't sell coffee, but I will give you a coffee. What kind of coffee you drink? What do you like? No, I'm sorry, it's the wrong question. What do you like? I can give you my type of espresso and you say this is the worst coffee you ever had. But for me, it's the best coffee I ever had. Taste is a matter of perception. You like black, I like white. Can we argue? Never. You like Lamborghini, I like Ferrari. Can we argue? Never. Do you like a classic coffee or do you like a bright, acidic, full of flavors and citric fruits? We cannot argue because this is your way. This is how you drink your coffee. You like espresso, americano, cappuccino. It's how you drink your coffee. Always compare my coffee with the coffee what you usually have, because there you are the master, because this is your coffee what you're used to. This is where your taste buds are mastering the flavors. If I give you espresso, it will be a new episode for you, something which might not give you a good impression. So I always ask the clients, what do you like? Always ask, and this is move forward to baristas. Baristas, they don't communicate with clients. This is where most of the coffee shop they fail, because they don't tell to baristas to ask the client. When you go to a coffee shop, you go to a coffee shop, you say, I want espresso. They will give you the espresso what they have. Yeah. But maybe they have 2-3 options there, and one of the options is your best ever option what you had, and you will always say good things about that coffee shop, but he give you the wrong option. Why? Because he didn't ask you what kind of coffee you like. I like this coffee or that coffee. Okay, I can offer you this one which has something what you are what you like. So it's a matter of communication. Then always there is a good coffee. There is always a good coffee. There is no bad coffee. It's just bad information between the one who's making the coffee and the one who is drinking the coffee. That's it.
Absolutely. And we can talk about it another hour.
Yeah, that's another topic.
Exactly. Yes. Thank you so much, Bogdan, for this
my pleasure.
Insightful, amazing conversation. I think we got lots of insights from your side, and I really like your vision to your business and your approach, and I got lots of insights as well. Thank you so much for being my guest for Coffee Business in the Middle East, and please enjoy World of Coffee.
Thank you, we'll do, as we always do.
Yes, bye-bye.
Bye.